I'm Greek and
I'm Portuguese.
she's Portuguese. And the question was, what can the Greeks learn from the Portuguese and vice versa? And you had a good answer.
I think that the Greek can learn from the Portuguese patience and the Portuguese can learn from the Greeks assertiveness.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, we have an ongoing thing about the Portuguese being too meek and the Greeks being too aggressive. So perhaps, you know, the Greeks can learn to tone down themselves a little bit, and the Portuguese can learn to be more assertive in that sense. So that would be the basic thing.
I've been here for 13 years.
And 9. And he's been here all his life.
European kid.
Yeah, exactly.
What could the Czechs learn from the Brits? I don't know. I think certainly, despite what is going on, certainly Britain is a much more multicultural society in general. I mean, I think like London is very different from a lot of the rest of the country, but it is a very, very multicultural society in the way that perhaps the Czech Republic isn't. It's still very homogenous.
I think I have an answer what the Brits could learn from the Czechs, because I think Czech Republic gave the world, well, Václav Havel was one of the greatest Europeans of recent history, and he was somebody who had a vision not only for Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, but for Europe and the whole world. And I think what we are missing right now is maybe somebody with that vision, a philosopher who can sort of unite people. And I think perhaps we don't have anybody like that right now on the European scene.
It's easier actually what we could learn from the Finns, I think. So I mean, I think that the Brits could learn how to about a fairer education system, much more even school system, a much better, fairer school system in Finland than we have in the UK, which is so heavily stratified and continually privatised. The Finns have a much more equal school system that's that everyone gets equal access to the same education. And here we're constantly worrying about where to live when we have children and how we can get our kids into the right schools.
I think there's lots to be learned in the general attitude that British people have towards asserting their opinions. There is this very long-standing culture of discussion and rhetoric, which, even though it's maybe been altered during the last years, I think it still remains in workplaces, in university education, in the way in which even any event, talking to people on a marketplace, talking to people maybe even on a bus if there is a special event, how people are still expected to voice their opinions in a polite way, in a way that respects other people, but still they're not afraid to stand up and say what they think. Whereas I think Finnish people are often really shy, and they're really shy about voicing their opinions. And they're shy about debates, honest debates, and and I think Finnish people are also often worried about disagreeing. It's a society that very much seeks consensus.
Stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me.
VoteIn.